Phil Walsh's first game in charge of these Adelaide Crows. Can he get them home? Dangerfield out of the middle. Start of the final term. Down to Walker. Ferrito there. Just a chop of the arms. It was clever. How about that follow-up from Dangerfield? It deserves a goal. Yeah. It's already one of the goals of the year. Oh, boy.
Well, as you said, Baz, he cleared it from the centre bounce and then collected it from the scrimmage in the forward 50 and kicked a nice left foot goal.
Oh, look out in the pocket. Melksham, he keeps that alive. A miracle.
Have a look at this. When you're on, this is...
On the wrong side.
You'd kick that 1 out of 10 at best, wouldn't you?
Main, can he keep it alive? He does to Fyfe. The combination, the twist, the shimmy, kept it alive. Might kick the goal, smothered, might still kick it. That's one of the highlights of the year. That was a ripper.
He was able to lose Trent, get the metre required, then smart. Good smother by Hamish, but then keep your feet. Great goal.
Walker's down there, Langdon's down there. Walker got a hand on it. Tuvey, well, he wanted to run it out. Eddie Betts. Oh, my goodness. Don't try that at home.
Any guy that can kick close to 50 goals as a small forward is worth their weight in goal.
Well, directionally, that is the Eddie Betts pocket.
He's disarmed his opponent there, taking the ball from him, and then delivered that within 1 or 2 seconds.
Kelly again with poise. Drives into the pocket for Cameron. He's a chance from there, Cameron. He's a big chance.
Oh, no.
They can't miss the Giants.
He had the right way to tumbling the ball because he's going to be pushed out of bounds. You cannot. That is unbelievable football. They're just getting smashed around the ball at the moment.
He's done nothing wrong, Tom McDonald. No. Have a look at the reaction from Colin Garlett. He just puts his hands on his face. I can't believe it.
Fair number down here.
Polly Farmer, Gary Abbott, of course. Barlow spears that. Havertz this direction.
Gary Malaki.
Going back now, Eddie. Fyfe breaks through. Speaking of all-time greats,
what a goal.
How good is he?
That was great. Well, he hasn't had too many possessions, but a couple that he's had have been absolutely sensational. There was none better than that. He took the ball under severe pressure, broke the tackle, and kicked a goal on the from what 40 out. Snapped around his body. Super goal.
Bird to full forward. Tipper. Parker. Oh! You can't do that, surely.
They'll review it, but it is a goal.
I dare you to try that at home.
He was forward. He was about to land on his nose, and he's got that from hand to foot.
Let's have a look
at this.
And how did he drop it? He's done it with it.
It's a drop kick.
Oh,
He's kicked the drop. He spills out to a man that's done a lot in his career, yet to really settle at the Suns. Blitzar had company. In the end, it's a man with a bit of speed, and Tony starts to run away, does Garlett. He's away and he's off. Couple of bounces. He needs a good finish. 3. He's within striking range now. Terrific goal. Well, they needed that, Lee. They'd done so much. They missed a couple of set shots, and this is the difficult one.
Mitch Clark was the actual player that was actually chasing, and he actually just couldn't pick up Garlett. Garlett was just had too much toe and went all the way, backed himself.
Got the belly of the Sheridan and knocked it downhill. Wellingham backtracks and has the crack, and that could be a tide turner.
Geez, we've seen some fair goals here today. Most of them being from Fremantle, but that's right up there for goal of the day.
Yeah, that was a gun goal.
Back to Ellis for the Tigers. Jones couldn't take the mark, could be dangerous. Gordon's been lively. Salem got rid of him. Into the pocket, here's Arnot, and that's a neat-looking kick. Better than neat. It's a goal. Well, back in the team. God, he's built like the outback, you know what? He is as strong as ever. Look at him. Seeds, when we talked a moment ago about what a good kicker he is. Elliott read it brilliantly. Close to the line. This is a good kick. It's a goal. It's remarkable.
Controversy.
Zegler knocked down Boak again. It's going to go deep. Hartlett high. I tell you what, that's coming back enough. That is an incredible goal. Hartlett from the intersection of 50 and the boundary. Unbelievable bend on the footy, and they have gone ape here at Adelaide Oval.
Knocked away by Melksham, taken by Hams. Hartlett has a runner alongside Colyer. He is quick. Quicksilver, quick, a couple of bounces, goes down towards the 50 from long range. Colyer kicks a goal. He's mongoose quick.
Like the road runner. Beep, beep. Off he went.
That is a searing run at this time of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't like to be the chaser, would you? Whenever he gets the ball and he takes off, it's going to take a lot of speed to pick him up.
Ball knocked down, Eddie Betts nearly. Ellis Yeoman, Thompson kicked one from here earlier. Opens up the angle. They needed a hero. We might have found one.
He does it on the left leg. He does it on the right. Can he do it again?
Well, he had the experience to compose himself, and it could have easily have gone on his left, but he realised he had the time to play a high percentage shot, and that was on the right foot.
Hands to Brown. Slams it long. Eddie Betts doesn't go up. He stays down. Here's his moment. From his pocket. Oh, line it up, Eddie! Line it up, Ed!
He did the right thing and stayed down. If he's a bit proppy, that's the smart thing to do. Let's have a look at this one. Running straight at the boundary. That is an incredible kick.
Clever move by Johnson. Handball not great. Murdoch getting through brilliantly. Murdoch, and then got something on the kick. Oh, don't tell me. That is the best goal he's ever kicked in the AFL. And he's kicked a couple of good ones.
Well, it had it all, didn't it? The blind turn, the fake handball, and then around the body on the left foot. That was terrific.
Whitfield will just set it up high. McCarthy at the back. Got in the way of Stewart. Smith coming. How about that? That's one of the goals of the season.
Oh. Wow, what a goal. What an absolute goal. They got it in long and in the right spot. That's exactly where you need to be. As the small forward, you can see him there, front and square. Ball comes down into that zone. McCarthy and Stewart contesting the ball, bringing it forward. What a goal.
Parker. But he picks that up off the toes. It was a different pick-up. Kennedy, such a nonchalant little give to Jetta, and a deliberate right foot slider off the side of the boot. McGlynn ducked under one. The second was a little. The all-in-one handball there from Hanbury to Jetta. A right foot from 50. That is incredible. A bending ball from beyond 50. Jetta, what a goal.
Gets the release handball here from Hanbury, and you think, no, he couldn't get it around the corner. That's unbelievable. It's gone through. It's gone 55 metres. Reed goes there now. Buddy backing up. Now he can come at the footy. Off hands. Franklin. Pirouette. Left foot snapper. He's a star. What about that? The big man. He can do it all. He's kicked four tonight.
This is a great look at what he does. He wanted it long. He wanted it long. Nottingham knew he was in a bad position. What about the spin to get around Stevie Motlop?
Robertson and Martin Groom involved early in this passage of play. He'd love to finish it off. He has to go for goal, and he does.
Look at this. Daniel Rich flicks it out. Good handball there. He was always going to get this back, Josh Green. He followed up his good work. Stephen Martin again with the footy in his hands. He weighed this up well. He had Mitch Robinson on the inside. Port Adelaide prayed pretty well, but he had the composure to be able to finish off nicely there.
Shield. Over Cameron's head. Little flick down in the Cameron direction. He tried the knock onto advantage. Does well. Ducks out of it. Spins around. Kicks to a goal. Oh, that's a monster. How good's this kid?
And look at this for just smarts. Tap it forward, and then he ducks the head and steps through.
He missed 4 targets there. He could have handballed the ball to or chipped it to, but a fantastic finish.
Jones into Mines, make that 3. Oh, and that's the 4th of those 3 options. He comes across towards Stringer, not his intention. Stringer has got the right to left break. How about that? There's bias on the football.
He knew what he was trying to do, String. Doesn't mean you're going to get it every time.
Sheridan running. Last week. Sheridan might get it back here. He does from Duffield. He's got a bit of room to move. Now, Ibbotson was peeling off, but the kick now comes over to Sutcliffe. Sheridan kept going. It's a super sub goal for him. Yep, it's there.
Here's Eddie.
Eddie Betts just kicked one from here. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, you can't do that.
Has he got a pocket at spotless?
They've relocated the pocket. It's the right foot pocket.
Dangerfield wins that again. Jenkins tried to burst through. Eddie Betts. Not his pocket.
Stop it.
No way, not from there. Feeds a frenzy, Eddie. Sorry.
You're not entitled to kick that one. I don't care who you are, you're not entitled to kick that.
You're not allowed to kick left foot tall.
A left foot barrel from the boundary.
In the wet. Off one step.
He's riding such a confidence wave, Roo, that he genuinely believes he can kick it from anywhere.
Well, he can. And he has.
He does it too often for it to be a fluke.
He's kicked the check side from the boundary and a torque from the boundary.
That's obscene to kick it from there. Good double up lead. He can get it to Johnson. Let's see what Stevie's first contribution will be. It's not bad. Oh, how about that off your left?
But this has become a problem very early in the piece for the West Coast Eagles, and that is the form of blitz halves. He looks like he's going head-to-head with the Brownlow medalist, and he's beating him for pace into their forward line. He's making Prentice defend.
Got the numbers, the Doggers.
Barlow tucked into the pocket. Thinks about the centering kick. He goes out of this world.
How'd he do that?
You could see they had 3 numbers there, so it was a matter of Shepherd, give a teammate time. He took one on, and then he's kicked the banana. And it wasn't a pure banana, it was a bit of a floater. It was the slow bender.
Well, he went for it, and he kicked it.
Long kick down in the Pavlich direction from Sheridan. It went through his fingers to Pav. Hooley. Hunt. Walters closing the gap now. Fyfe's a chance here. Fyfe is a big chance.
That is a terrific goal. He summed it up very quickly, didn't he? Realised there was absolutely no one at the top of the square, but to make that decision as quick as he did, to go the check side banana, depending on what state you're from, but that's an absolute beauty.
I love just a little use of the body on Troy Chaplin there. Got rid of him. This bloke can do it all. We saw him take the mark in the first quarter. He was never going to miss that.
Franklin leads, overcooked the pass. It was touch play on anyway. Franklin, first man back, hunts it down and rolls through an absolute ripper.
That was a left foot dribble running to the right, running to the left leg. So in the end here, he just gets it. Oh no, he did with the right. He did. I thought he just dropped it on the left. Sorry there.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing things. He's used the right foot and done it very well.
Chopped it with hand onto the right.
You're never safe. When he has got the ball, you are never safe.
And Stephen gives it back to Robertson, who goes high in towards the square, almost to Mark Tarui, over his head. Riewoldt magic.
He hasn't lost anything. He's not slowing down at all, Jarrod.
No, he's in great fettle, but I reckon Chip Frawley would be fairly upset that he's been shepherded off this by his own teammate, Brian Lake. But that is amazing. 3 against 1, and he's conjured it just over the top.
Jeez, fair bit of flexibility too here on the left foot. He's obviously still doing his hamstring stretches. Really?
Canelio Caught by the leg. Back to McCarthy. Goes for home.
He's had a shot.
Unbelievable. The great McCarthy.
I thought Cornelio's initial shepherd here was poor. He let him run straight past the Collingwood player. Then he gets the ball, handballs it back to McCarthy over the top. Now, from there, you centre the ball. He's kicked a drop punt to thread the needle. You'd kick that 1 out of 100.
Yeah. Well, if you elect to have a crack, you better make sure they go through, and it did.
Yeah, I suppose if they've got that momentum and they've got the game in their half, they've got to score the goals while it's in there.
Yeah. Riewoldt and McDonald going at it. Here's Ray, tried to find Riewoldt again, but a poor hand pass. Now McDonald might take this one. He does. He's inside 50, Tommy. Oh, lovely little piece of work. Has a bounce, going to get caught, but nevertheless he's kicked the goal.
And look at him come. Sometimes you've just got to control your reflexes. You just can't give to the socks or the jumper. If he's under pressure, you've just got to pull the trigger. And on that occasion, it was Tom McDonald who'd worked really hard.
Jarrod, his 4th goal in 71 games.
Yeah, well, it took Rod Carter 278 to get his first, Sandy, so
I
he's
remember
actually
it well.
Trouble. Kennedy cuts it off. LeCras certainly knows how to sniff a goal. Sizes them up. Sidestepped a couple. Absolute brilliance.
We go back to LeCras now. He is a class act. And I think he's lost a little bit of pace, but that happens to all of us. But what he's doing, he's going further up the ground, into the traffic, losing them on the way back. His skills are still great.
This is massive for Melbourne, but it's huge for Geelong as well. For their finals chances, for their confidence going forward. The captain breaks out of the middle, has a bounce. Can he go all the way home? Drives it long, goal square, all the way home. If anybody can, Selwood can.
Just when the game situation dictated that the captain had to lift, and he's done it. He's willed himself. Great chase from Watts, didn't get there. He's kicked it over 60 metres and rolled it through to keep the game alive.
Are we heading towards St Kilda and Melbourne of last week?
I'm glad that Jarrod's mowing of the grass policy didn't kick in there. One bounce and he ran about 40 metres inside that, but fantastic effort from the captain.
Opportunity now comes for Dalhouse again. Mongrel's inside 50. Jakey Stringer to turn his man around, get it over the shoulder. Gee, it bounced up, and he's done the incredible. He was, I don't know what to say about that. That is Jake Stringer, that's all I'll say.
Well, once again, he's able to win a ball at ground level. It was a tricky bounce. He picked it up with ease and whacked it on the boot.
Good tackle by Hunt, though. LeCras held up by Deledio. Marriage. Martin on the bike. Check sides it. How does it bounce? It bounces through. He's kicked 3. It was a stroke of genius, to be honest.
Great response by Richmond, and again, it's this man here, Dustin Martin. That is just brilliant play.
Sends it down towards full forward. Awkward one to deal with. Cotchin looking for a way through. What a goal! Lying on the ground, Cotchin threw it on the boot. Quick thinking, and they needed that inspiration from their captain.
Just the skill, strength, peace of mind to be able to get a boot to that. Great goal. Outnumber and kick a lovely goal, but not a lot of pressure.
Parker out of the middle. Tippett won it down. Parker's kick is long. Going back. Did Rance touch it? This will be interesting. Franklin doesn't think he did. It's a goal.
Well, that's what a good side does when they get challenged, and we know that Sydney are a good side.
The handball work, it was slick from Cruz, and the next one not so good over the top. But Dangerfield's having a fair day. Look at that! He's put that through as well.
And look here, what a way to start the second half. Full of confidence.
Both the gun forwards. The game's opened up. It's great to watch. Edwards storming out of the middle with style and lands the bomb. He's landed a big bomb, Shane Edwards.
Have a look at this for a kick.
Don't see a lot of this, do you, in the wet conditions. With Shane Edwards on the fly, the perfect set play. Marriage puts it down his throat.
Saints somehow managed to get it out. Jack Stevens in the thick of things once again. Spears in the pass. The mark not taken. Back once more with an opportunity goes Jack. He's in absolutely everything at the moment. The dribble kick is good. Saints are just pouring it on at the moment. They can do no wrong.
Talk us through the degree of dignity, Brownie. You played forward line all your career.
How many of these did you kick, though, Brownie?
Yeah,
in your 800, 900?
Not a lot. I'll have to go through the archives, but I reckon it'll be pretty short. Look back, it's fantastic. Obviously, it's the only option. He had no one in board, but the guys practice that a lot of training nowadays, so that is no fluke.
Inside 50 for Rido and Lynch. Russell this time it is.
That was Ablett's 4-centre clearance for the quarter.
Goal square, Dixon stalking it, got it. Oh, he's kicked it! He's a contender for goal of the year.
He's probably going to stop Charlie Dixon from getting the ball here. He uses strength. And then look, he grabs it. That kick's amazing.
Very clever.
This is the angle that looks really good. He's reached over the top of him. He doesn't know where the ball is, Scotty Thompson.
Well, he kicked 6 in their only other win this year. Big barometer for this team. Subbed out last week with an ankle. Got himself right.
But they really need that injection of spirit and run.
Gary Ablett on 19 disposals. I love him to have it.
We need the Bont to fire up and kick one.
Well, he has fired up. And he has kicked one.
You just never know. Nothing clean or pretty about that one. It's scrappy, forward 50, repeat stoppages, and someone just pops up and generates a shot at goal. And Bontempelli was the man. He's had plenty of the ball in that third term.
And someone happened to have a little bit of class, Lynch.
He has. He had 11 disposals in the third term. Only one of those was a kick.
Nice battle of these stoppages between Kennedy and Rockcliffe.
Rockcliffe gets it in. Swans had the extra number, but next day, well, it was a great effort from Zorko. What about the follow?
The magician. It was important here that he gets some body in here. Burke, he's the one with the spoil. There it is there. And there's the magician, Jarrod.
The great Zorko has produced a little bit of magic. His opposition was ladle. You see there he goes in and affects the spoil.
No, not really. Broad bent, Collingwood coming again. Adams hooking to full forward. Great goal! Yes, he's done it! Oh, the guy that they've been booed all night kicks the goal.
Well, because they've kicked consecutive goals in quick time, Bruce, all of a sudden the clock at 10 minutes to go, plenty of time.
Griffin burst free. Goal square, Pavlich got rid of Tui, ball to the back. Chris Bain! He's got 4, and that's the best of them.
That is making something out of nothing. Great agility, isn't it?
Last line of defence. Haynes is going to run it. He's not sure who to kick it to, that's why.
That last bounce.
That's the perfect smother. That's the perfect steal. And that's the perfect dribble goal. Gary Ablett, he's back and he's at his best.
We get one of those every week, though.
Oh, absolutely. First bounce is fine. The second bounce, as he's run a fair way, now he's committed. And Ablett, as soon as he took that bounce, come in for the spoil or tackle, ended up being a smother. And that is a really good dribble kick, where he's bounced it a couple of times and bounced it over the full back.
From defensive 50, they have to take some risks. It came into the centre of the ground. Matt Weller just puts the burners on and can go all the way. 2 bounces from 50 metres out. Matt Weller is magnificent. He kicks the goal. Can you believe it? The Saints have kicked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Matt's got 3 and the game is wide open with minutes to play on this game. There's plenty of time, 6.5. St Kilda have jumped out of the grave. It's on here at Etihad Stadium. Wow!
Just get it moving the boat direction. Great courage from Boat. Good movement. Wingard's always dangerous. Oh! What about that attempt? Ridiculous. Nearly pulled it down. Picked up by Need. Round the corner. Power have got 4 in a row. What about that? That is amazing.
Lift and elevation. Gee, that would have been unreal. And that was a good goal from Jake Need as well in the end.
Low kick, nice control.
Speaking of low kicks, Dempster couldn't mark, so Jones. Dawes will get another opportunity to give it back to Jones, the skipper. Here's a way to get the goal scoring started. What about that from the pocket?
Let's have a look at this, Jones. I mean, this is a tough kid. Don't think. Looks inside, nothing on. Okay, now it's on the outside of the right foot. Beautiful control. Beautiful control.
Cameron, not tough to control for him. He read that beautifully. Mackey, important. That was well done, but still over the head. Interesting effort. Toby Green snaps the first goal of the game, and a ripper it was too.
Just watch that again, the ball coming in. He's strong. He's got a lot of power in his body, Toby Green, and just thought his way through that. And delighted to see it go through.
Oh, there, Brent. Martin hit the post 3 times. Hodge hit the man on the mark that time. Deledio right on the numbers. Backing off was Hodge. Deledio senses the moment and bounces it through. That was poor defence.
Well, just a great smother and invariably ended up with a goal. So he's been fantastic early.
Robertson brings it in. Saints have also made their sub. We'll get Dicko to update us on that in a moment. Fisher didn't complete the job. West off! Oh! How did he do that?
Let's have a look at Fisher. Very nearly, well, it was Hoff that spoiled it as well, so followed it up beautifully. Don't know if he necessarily tried to get that type of bounce, but he certainly tried to get it to bounce back through the goals, and that he did.
Campbell thumps it down. McRae there. Hammered it across to Grant. Dalhouse. Cramry paddling it down towards half forward. Dale. Cramry. Thought about going to Daniel. Good choice not to. Long kick. Has he got another one? He has. He's got 7.
Let's have a look at this. He comes through here, Cramry. They're a long way in front. He's already got 6. There's a lot of Bulldogs players on, but it's the open goal. He says, I'm going to have a crack at it. Soldered out wide, centering corridor kick. No one can get a run at it here. Gunston rough head to Bruce. The stiff arm on Schofield along the ground. Goal. Class goal from Bruce.
Get a look at the skills of Luke Bruce on display here. Don't argue on Schofield under all sorts of pressure. And then the class to finish, just snuck past the post.
Couldn't barrel himself a 5th, could he? Gee, God, plenty on it. It's sailing. Paddy Ryder gets there. Oh, no. Tugs over his head. Here's a freak show. Jake Stringer.
Let's have a look. Wasn't spoiled. Paddy Ryder never got it through. That's a goal. That is amazing, isn't he? He just finds ways. Look at the... I don't know who fell over on the back. Is that... Oh, young Sam. He tried hard to get back onto it. Sam Gray, but no.
Any of those will do. Bonampelli up 3 deep with a fist in the end. Gets his own crumb and kicks a ripper. How good was that?
Bit of basketball in this, Jarrod. The spoil, the bounce with the one hand, and then the snap over the head.
They look really nervous, the Dogs' defence early, but then their midfield got on top, and it really has turned this whole game around. They've pushed up, they've defended in their forward half, the Bulldogs, and that is just a great passage of play. Dropped it to the ground, bumped his opponent out of the way, and snapped on the left.
Rough hit the spoil, and then the regather. Piopolo, Hodge from the boundary. He's going to have a shot. Luke Hodge, have a look at that goal. You can't do that unless your name's Luke Hodge.
He's just so composed, isn't he? He doesn't rush. He sums up the situation, gets it back, and that's just simple for Hodgie.
Well done, Jackson. And Smith could have been holding the ball, not so.
Line breaker.
Zorko leaves them all in his wake, Dane Zorko. This deserves a goal. Put your 2 fingers up at home. That's a beauty.
He saw the gap. He took the whip out and gave it to himself, and he slingshotted through there and kicked the goal.
So well done, like opportunity goes begging there, but again picked up by Guthrie. Snapped around the body. Guthrie's going to kick it, I think. Is it there? Let's have a listen.
It's definitely there.
The crowd saw it. Guthrie's got 3, and we're back to a 14-point ball game.
Varco just scoops on the football. Here's Billy Elliott. Reed's the only man down ground. Back inside. Billy might go the whole way. One bounce. Billy! What a ripper! He measured up all the options, thought about going to Reed, lost his man. He went to ground, and Billy just summed it all up, and terrific finish.
Found his way clear, Melksham, the smother. Couple of dance steps by the sub. Fantasia wants it back. Could go all the way. Gets a lot on it. Dempsey, goal square, bounces through.
Amazing.
And it's all tied up. First goal of his career for Orazio Fantasia, and boys, he done it in style.
Quick hands. Knight couldn't get free, but he gave it to Atkins. He's tight in the pocket. It's not bad from Atkins. He's kicked it. That's magnificent. That's just his second goal in AFL footy. That's not bad for the highlight reel.
He might never kick another goal like that in his whole career.
Hawkins wants to go short. Not sure about that. Although I did say that after he dropped the mark. He's still going, Motlop. Still a live ball. Out of nothing, he kicks a goal. What happened then?
That was extraordinary. That was like MacGyver just creating something out of nothing. He was dead and buried, and the ball was,
MacGyver,
we thought, over.
Look at Cyril. He's ready to run onto it. Flicking it out. Merritt, rough head. Got ball to boot in brilliant fashion. What a goal.
Watch how many steps from the time he first touches together. 1, 2, third is the kicking step for a bloke who's 105 kilo.
Broadbent forced to kick to a contest. Westhoff all right of the targets. Aim on again from the boundary. Oh, could be something from nothing. Amen for aim on. Great goal.
This is a great snap from row 6.
Atley coming out of the back half. Door.
Yes. Well called, Bruce. He took the mark, and now he strides away. One bounce, nobody inside the 50. This could run on. Vacant goal square. How will it bounce? Truly.
Cats have had 20 more handball receives than the Crows, so a lot more running and linking. Stevie Johnson through the pack. Fish time. This man who's left his signature on this ground in so many different ways over the years has done it again.
That's a miracle goal. That was his best. The degree of dignity, that's the reason he kicked it, because that was the toughest shot he's had thus far.
Warm afternoon in Queensland. Adcock been terrific. Last game as a line. Robinson, Hanley, Adcock again. Takes a bounce. Now a second, a third. Runs to 50. Long ball, driving ball. Outstanding from Jed Adcock. What a way to play in your last game as a line. He's got 4.
That's the hardest thing to do. You run all that way. He was part of the exchange of handballs at half back. He followed up again. One bounce through the middle of the ground, 2, then 3. Now to steady yourself after a run like that and an effort. And that's a brilliant finish from Adcock.